What's up, everyone? What's going on? It's Lugo back again with Fat to Fit, day 97. Still recording from my phone, so the audio quality is still going to be shit. PSU doesn't come until later today, and then we'll see if my computer wants to act right. Hopefully it does, because it's kind of a hassle. I mean, I've accustomed right now to editing from my camera to my phone, and just like moving everything through my phone. It's a the voiceover is really sounds terrible through this mic. Not sure if it's the mic or my phone, but it's not good. Whole day, finally back to using very nice. Also my pump covers or my shirts are getting too big now because I'm losing a lot of weight fast, or I lost a lot of weight fast, so I don't want the bar to drag on it. And I also took my glasses off because I didn't want them to fall. Basically kind of removing any potential distractions from the set. And these others were nice, felt very good. It felt like I didn't even stop using the deadlift bar. I don't even think I haven't even been deadlifting for like the full 16 weeks that I've been back, or 17 now. I only started on week 5, I think, and I did about 12 weeks on the stiff bar. I really do enjoy using the stiff bar for building a lot of hypertrophy early on, but as a transition is kind of moving into some strength stuff, I want to position myself back to the deadlift bar so that I could hit some better numbers, and maybe compete next year is the goal for powerlifting. Because as much as I do like bodybuilding training, going up a stage in a Speedo and doing all that, it's not my first priority. I love the strength aspect, and I love competing in a meet, and I really do enjoy it. So hoping that maybe next year I'll be strong enough to do one, and then take another break, cut down to like 180 or 175, just so I could start building more muscle and strength in that lower weight class. And then we'll see from there. I might bulk back up to 200, given that my body composition stays fairly good, right? And by that I mean like 10 to 15% body fat. Don't want to let it get out of control like I used to when I was powerlifting. Not coming back, obviously, because this was just me not even lifting or caring at all about being in shape. But when I was powerlifting before, I had initially lost weight when I was like 16 to like 210. I think it was like 256 originally, and then I went to 210 my senior year of high school, and then was kind of chilling there, building strength, kind of going between 210 to 230, and then when high school ended and college started, I kind of went to 250, 260 was like the weight that I was around. And it was kind of a cope, because I was like, well, it doesn't matter because I'm powerlifting, and more weight is better. But I was kind of stuck in this cycle of eating up versus like cutting and trying to lose a lot of weight. And I think that ended up hindering my progress, because if I would have just, say, cut down to 200 and then ate slightly at above maintenance or at maintenance and kept my body composition in check, I would have gained more strength and more muscle than doing like a yo-yo. I'm cutting this week, cheating on my diet this week or these days, and just kind of bouncing my weight up and down. Not only is it bad for your health, but it's not very good for sustained strength and hypertrophy goals that I've always had when it's come to lifting. So I think that's definitely a mistake that I made early on, and one that I'm, always trying to correct now. If I'm committing to losing weight, I'm committing. If I'm committing to gaining weight, I'm committing to that. I'm not going to sit here and yo-yo my weight because I'm indecisive or I'm cheating on my diet or whatever this other shit that I used to do is, because I wasted a lot of time. And I think that when you have these planned cutting and bulking cycles that you run through, it's you end up having a lot more of an efficient time management when it comes to being in the gym and accurately assessing your goals, which is very important because a lot of people just kind of go through it and they kind of do what I did, but to their entire gym career, which is they're cutting through the week, drinking on the weekend, overeating, and you end up just being right back where you were. Progress is lackluster. You're kind of making progress, but you're kind of not. It's like, could be better. Your body composition shit. You're kind of unhappy with how you look, and it's just not a good place to be in when it comes to not only just your gym gains, but like your mental health in general. Like, I think a large fluctuations definitely end up affecting you mentally a lot, and even maybe more than physically. But especially when it comes to something like lifting, if you're fluctuating that much, your leverages change in certain lifts, specifically for powerlifting, right? So when I was going from like 230, 240, 250 to like 260, 270, I did get stronger, but my leverages were changing a lot. And I was like up and down 10 pounds. So I never really got a chance to be consistent with something like my squat. With bench and deadlift, I don't think it really mattered that much because my form was always relatively the same. But with squat, the weight makes a difference, like in the whole, how much you're going to lean forward in the bottom of the squat and maybe how much you're going to stay upright. Given that you're the same mobility, and especially when you put on a belt, the amount that the belt is going to like hinder your depth sometimes when you're fat is a lot different than when you're not that fat. And it's something that you just have to think about if you're considering getting strong. Like, never really just want to free ball your diet. That's something that I really learned in the recent years. Not really just eating like a bodybuilder, but caring more about micronutrients, trying to get a micronutrient dense diet, not limiting the fat either, right? You don't want to limit your fat intake and then your food tastes like shit because there's, fat is flavor, especially in meats. It makes it a lot more, what's the word? I just lost the word that I was looking for, but makes it more palatable. Fat makes food more palatable. And it also is really important for your bodily functions, your joint health as well. So keeping a good amount of fat intake, making sure you're eating lots of fruits, vegetables, spinach, pineapple, because it helps break down proteins. Berries have antioxidants: strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, bananas for potassium, back to vegetables, carrots, potatoes, bell peppers. As far as protein goes, incorporating a little bit of maybe salmon. Yogurt is a big one. Lots of calcium, and you can make parfait, which I love. I remember when I initially started implementing yogurt parfait, I was like, dude, this does not even feel like I'm, dieting, because I love fruit and yogurt. And this comes from somebody that's always been fat. My taste buds have always been cooked because of sugar, and I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed like a yogurt parfait, and it's not Cope. It just, to me, it tastes really good. You can use, I would prefer like 2% yogurt or less. This is the fat, and then it ends up being a lot, but I prefer 2% Phage yogurt with granola and some berries and some fruit. You could add bananas. That's really good. I eat a lot of potatoes as well. But I think that it's just something you should consider a lot, is your diet, because it affects you so much mentally, physically, and it literally regulates your hormones and your mood. To be quite frank, a lot of people don't really understand the power of food and the power of what it can do to you. Like, and this isn't even just about being in shape. This is literally just about feeling like a normal human, like feeling like a normal person. And a lot of people just eat out, they're lazy to cook, they don't want to do all this stuff, but it's like you're doing yourself a disservice. You know, you shouldn't even be eating out like that. If possible, just cook a home meal. Like, it's gonna taste, in my opinion, better, and it's gonna be better for you, because you don't realize lots of fast food places, they cook in a lot of fucking oil, a lot more than you think, and restaurants as well. It's just a lot of oil. That's why it's hard to track calories, because you never know how many sticks of butter, how many tablespoons of oil they're using, you know. But I digress. I'm just rambling again, but looking at the pose down here, arms looking pretty juiced here. Had a nice little gloss going because I took my shirt off to do arms so I could record some sets. But man, again, I said it yesterday, but really happy with how the arms are progressing. Doing lots of unilateral movements, which people are like, you can't grow your biceps doing unilateral movements. Lick my nuts, bro. There's no secret to getting big arms. You do what works for you, and what works for you is going to help you and keep you healthy, then it works. You don't have to do this to fall into this whole, you have to do barbell curls, bilateral overload movements to get big arms. Fuck off. Lick nuts, bro. You do what works for you and what feels good, and as long as you can progressively overload it, you're gonna grow. That's plain and simple how it is. And people that try to sit here and strong arm you into doing barbell curls, you gotta do barbell dumbbell, you gotta do this, like, yeah, no, I'm good, bro. A lot of that stuff gave me tendonitis and was like heavily forearm involved, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do cables. Just came back to dumbbell curls, doing some preacher machines, and really just doing what feels good and what makes my arms feel good. And they have been growing. They're not big by any means, but I just started again to train at this gym. So, you know, just wait and see. And hopefully in about 6 months, we're going to be looking at some fucking pipes, some slabs hanging down. But, you know, the video is pretty much coming to an end at this point. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully on a better mic. Thanks for watching.